Hmm? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please, if you're joining us for the first time, this is another section of ThankGod Properties Limited online training. And if you're joining us for the first time, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more valuable content like this. And our training is every Monday by 10 a.m. Stay glued to this channel. If you want to up your real estate game or maybe your sales in general, stay glued to our channel. Valuable content and updates will be coming your way. Thank you guys so much. Please share the link to your friends and family. Share to as many persons as you want. Share to everyone in your contact list. Let them join. Share so that they will give value. Share, please share. Share the link, please, while we are waiting for more people to join us. Please keep on sharing the link with your contact list. Don't stop sharing. It's going to be a brief section, just 30 minutes class, for us to share some valuable content on how to close as a professional. Please don't stop sharing. They will be looking for it. We'll be looking at the topic, the closing strategies. What are the strategies that the gurus are using to close deals every day? Those are the strategies we'll be looking at for today. Please, if you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. All right, I believe you guys are hearing me. I want more persons to join. We just have 25 minutes to spend on this call. Share for more persons to join us. We have 25 minutes to spend on the call. Share for more persons to join us. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now, the subtopic is how to ask for the sale without sounding desperate. How do you ask for the deal without sounding as if you're begging them for their money? How can you close the deal without begging them? There are some persons in this industry that people beg them to take their money, while other realtors are struggling to close deals. What is this that they know that you don't know? These are what we'll be looking at for today. What is it that other realtors know that you don't know that is affecting you on closing? I'll be sharing 3 different steps how you can up your game when it comes to closing deals. And before that, let me make this clear. I've always said this: people don't just buy land, they buy what the land will become. So you should know that by now, you should know that at the back of your mind. If you've been part of this class from the day we started, you know that this particular statement is like one of the statements I always say, that is to show you how important it is. People don't just buy land, they buy what the land will become. That is value. They buy what they think the land will become. And to different persons, they think differently of the value they will get from a particular land. So you have to find out what they think or what they see as value, so you don't struggle to close your deal. Now, by the time you know the value that they want, now you can paint a picture of it. By the time you know what they want, you can paint a picture of it in your mind. By the time you know the value that they want, or maybe what they see as value, or maybe what they see at the end point of the product, now you can paint a picture of it to them. To some persons that feel that they want to build a home, can paint a picture of home. For those that think they want to use for investment purposes, paint a picture of investment to them, so you don't waste your time using a right strategy with a wrong person. Then connect it to their goals. Connect it to their goal. People will always buy from you if they feel that they will get value from what you are selling. They will always buy from you. Yes, connect it to their goal. Some of you who've thought on prospecting, I know some of you know how to prospect very well. Some of you have generated a whole lot of leads. Where you are right now is at the verge, how you can close them successfully. That's why you need to pay attention to this section. We have been giving you just some few tips that will enhance your closing. Just some few tips. Just some few tips that will enhance your closing game. Some few tips that will enhance your closing game. Now, for instance, you meet a client, you have pitched your business idea to, you marketed value based to him, you've already painted a picture in his or her head. Now at this point, some of you, where you get it wrong is, how do you ask for the sales? How do you ask him for the money? Some of you, I've been in that shoe before, where I've showed the client my property, I've said everything. Now at that point, I need to ask him for the money. That is where you now think, what if he said no? What if he said, how do I even ask him? What did I say to him? At that point, you can ask a polite question. Sister, should we reserve 5 plots for you, or you want more than that? You are asking for the sale gradually without being sounding desperate. After you've showed the person the land, you are convinced that the person like this particular piece of land, and you don't want to ask, sir, are you paying now? Or sir, when do you want to come and pay? You don't ask like that. Say, sir, so should we reserve 5 plots or more for you, sir, if I may ask? At that point, or do you want to get your surveyor to come and maybe take the sizes or the coordinate of the property before you make your purchase? Now you're asking him a question. At the same time, you want to trigger his subconscious, that you want to know when he's willing to pay, and you don't want to sound desperate. You don't want to sound desperate, right? So should we reserve 5 plots for you? Or maybe you want to get your surveyor to maybe pick the coordinate before you make that decision. I just want to know. At that point, tie their decision to a long-term gain. That question you ask, now the person will now tell you, okay, I'm buying now, or I'm paying now, or let me get my surveyor to come and take the coordinate and do some search. At that point, you have asked for the business to be closed, and you don't sound desperate. That is a professional way of asking for their money without being desperate. That is a professional way of asking for their money without being desperate. And before that, you need to, now you tie their decision to a long-term gain, not a short-term expenses. Now, if you secure this land now, so you'll be locking in today maybe a price. For instance, there's this property we have at Uguta. there are a lot of infrastructure, there are a lot of things that will bring development in that particular location. Now, selling that particular property will not be a problem to anybody. Because there's no investor I've taken to that place for inspection that sees it and does not like it. So those kind of hot products, at that instance, at the inspection day, while inside the car, while I'm driving for the inspection, I always ask for the saves because I already know that the place is a hot selling and the property, the location is good. There is nobody that I've taken to that place that did not like that particular location. That is, but if you don't know how to ask for the deal to be closed, you might sound desperate or you might sound unprofessional, and you will lose the deal. So let me give you one of the points I have here. There's something we call the option close. OPTION, the option close. The option close. The option close mean you don't the option close mean you don't want to make them feel like you don't want to give them an avenue for them to tell you no. My boss often says something, say it's either yes or yes, there's no anywhere. So that's what the option close help you to achieve. You ask them a question where they cannot tell you no. Their answer will be either yes or yes. That's what we call the option close. Now, how do you ask the option close? Offer 2 years choice to avoid a yes or no dead end. Now you ask a question that both answer will be yes or yes. Don't ask a question that you give them a room for them to tell you no or for them to tell you yes. That's what we call the option close. Offer 2 years choice to avoid a dead end. To avoid them telling you no, I want to think about it. No. How do you ask this question? See that, sir, would you like the full payment option or you want to take a discounted price? Now, at that point, you are asking them for the money, but you don't want them to tell you no. So now you ask question that either way the answer will be yes or yes. But there's way you ask questions, sir, are you paying now? Or you want to pay next week? The person might tell you, I will think about it. Or I want to, like one of my clients told me one time that he want to go and discuss with the wife. After he left, I called him. He told me that he has discussed with the wife. The wife said that he does not like the place. Now, when I see the wife, I see the wife is my problem. The wife is not my problem. It's the way I ask the question. And maybe the man maybe does not even want to buy that place. Now he's not making me feel like the wife is not the problem. The wife may not be the problem, but it's because of the way I ask the question. That's because we are asked, because that's why you need to offer 2 years choice to avoid a yes or no or a dead end. Now, this kind of question I ask, would you like a full payment option for a discounted price or the instrumental payment that you can spread your payment for the next 6 months? That one now, if he say he want a discount payment where he's paying now, it's still a yes for you. If he say he want to spread his payment for the next 6 months, it's still a yes for you. So either way, the question come with yes or yes answer. So this is how to professionally ask for the money without being desperate. There are questions that you should not ask at all. There are questions that you ask to cost you that business. And sometimes always try to the zeal or maybe the urge to talk plenty, maybe to speak plenty grammar, that can also cost your deal. Be calculative in your words. Talk only when it's important. Don't be always on the talking end. Sometimes you have to just talk small, calm down, listen. Because if you talk too much, it will cost you your deal. So the first one is the option close. I believe you understand the option close. The option close. Offer 2 years choice to avoid a yes or no dead end. And I've also told you how you can ask such question. Would you like a full payment option with a discounted price or maybe an instrumental payment that you can spread your payment for the next 6 months? You've asked 2 different questions and the answer must be yes or yes. Either way, the business will be closed in your favor, because if he's paying now, you're giving him a discounted price, the deal will be closed. If he's taking 6 months instrumental payment, which is payment option, the deal will still be closed, and at the end of the day, you have closed the deal. You have asked for the deal without sounding unprofessional or desperate, right? Then another option you can give them, you can create a sense of urgency, like we just have 3 plots available in this location, but I wouldn't want you to meet this particular location for anything. So, sir, I don't know. When you just put it like that, sir, there's limited offer. You can create a sense of urgency without being sounding unprofessional. This way you want to create sense of urgency, you sound desperate, and the person will feel like, this one is people are pressuring me to buy this property now. Is it something that they want me? Is it something that I need to know? So you don't need to sound desperate. You can be professional and not be desperate. Create urgency without sounding like you are scared of the person or not. Now you can create sense of urgency, base it on a real scarcity. For instance, if you have like 5, 10 plots available, maybe a property that is up to 100 plots or maybe 500 plots, you now have up to 10 plots available. That's a real scarcity. You are not faking it, you are not forming it, it's a real scarcity. So you always sound from a place of real scarcity, not to fake a deadliness or maybe to sound as if you're desperate for the sale. No, there are 3 plots available. So if you're buying now, you'll be part one of the lucky investors that have gotten from this particular location, and I wouldn't want you to miss it for any reason. Now you are making him feel like any more delay might cost him this particular location, which he loves. You can see that for the past 3 days, 5 investors has come to visit this place already, and to be honest with you, we are not keeping it for anybody because it's person that pays fair that will be given, will be allocated to. So I don't want you to miss out. There is a different way you can create sense of urgency without, you don't need to lie, you don't need to fake anything, right? I believe I've explained that perfectly well for you. Let me take you to the next one. The next one is trial closing. I know many persons are conversant with this particular trial closing. If I want to ask many of you in this call today, you know what trial closing means. Trial closing means you try to asking for the money. You try to asking for the money in a way that the person will not feel you're pressuring them. Even yourself, this way the name is trial closing. You are trying to close it because the person maybe does not sound convinced. He does not sound maybe like he want to buy now. But you feel like, let me just try and close this deal. Let me try and ask for the money to know, to see how this person will feel. That's what trial closing means. You can ask questions like, sir, from what you've seen so far, do you feel this place meet your need? Or maybe do you think this location is good enough for you? Now, you're trying to close them, but at that point, you don't know what their decision may be like. So you can be like, sir, from what you've seen so far, what do you think about this location? I've asked some clients like that. If I ask, you see, like, this place is a nice location, no doubt the place is good, I love the place, but when you hear but, I mean, they have an issue with a particular thing in that location which you don't know what that is, but I'll tell you that this location is fine, it's good, I like the place, it's just that the price is big. At that point, you cannot tell them that, you cannot give them the option of flexible payment plan. At that point, you know that they love the place, they want to buy the place, but their budget is not up to the price. At that point, you can give them a payment plan. Now you try close it and you see that it's working, though you've not taken the paycheck, the check yet, but from their response, you will know that this thing is working. When you ask such question, don't talk again. Say, sir, from what you have seen so far, do you feel this plot meets your need, or maybe this location is a good place, is a potential place for you to invest? When you ask such question, stay silent, keep a friendly face and remain calm. If you want to say anything beyond that, you might twist the deal for yourself. At that point, allow them to talk. They will be talking. As you're talking, you're listening attentively from them, from what they say. Is that way you still now hold them? That's where you now hold them from what they are saying. But at that point, that they are telling you why they may want to pay now or why they may not want to pay now. If you interrupt them at that point, they will feel like you don't care about them, you care about the money. So at that point, you calm down and you listen to them. Calm down and listen to them. Yeah. Now at that point, you state you you state the close clarity and you let them to decide on their own without being put them under pressure. That's what you have done successfully. You can ask the question like, shall we start the purchase process now, or is it something you want to know? Pause. Okay, we can start. Okay, let's go to your office. Can I see your form? Can you send me the e-copy? Let me go through it. When somebody start asking you questions like that, know that the deal is half closed. But at that point, you ask that question. If you want to start talking or be interrupting them, you might not get the best out of them. Closing deal is not hard. It's just that sometimes you need to pay more attention after the inspection is done. There are deals that have closed even while on the inspection. I know that this one is a done deal. Even before going for the inspection, is because of those little strategies, those little techniques, those little skills. Because many of the property we have at ThankGod Property Limited, they are strategically located. So taking somebody there, the person have the purchasing power, the person will not buy. It could be something that you have done wrong, maybe at the course of the inspection. So we try to be as professional as we can, so that we don't cause ourselves the deal. From all I've said, please, if you have any question, you can ask before I proceed. If you have any question, please, you can ask. It's an interactive session. If I want to teach, and I don't want you to ask questions, I would have done it like a recorded video, and I'll post it and I'll give you the link for you to go and watch it. For me to come on live, show that I want us to interact together. Please, if you have any question, you can ask. Maybe there is a deal you needed to close, maybe that slip off your hand, maybe because of the way you handle it, you can share it, then we'll give you answer to it. I'm waiting. Please, if you have any question, you can ask. If you have any experience, maybe you have deal that you want to close, you don't want to miss, you can share with us, then we'll help you out. I'm all ears. Yeah, guys. What I've said so far is the option close, the limited opportunity close, which is the second one, then the trial closing, which is the third one. Is there anyone you're not clear with? You can ask your question. The options close is one that you offer 2 years choice to avoid a yes or no dead end. You ask your question in a way that your client will always say yes or yes. And how do you ask such question? Would you like the full payment option, or the discounted price, or the instrumental payment that you can spread your payment for the next 12 months or for the next 6 months? You've asked the option close question, and the answer will either yes or yes, because you're giving him two options, and the two options is in your favor. He's either going with the discounted price that is paying full, or he's going with the instrumental payment of 6 months. Either way, you see close the deal. That's what we call the option close, which is the first option, which is the first one I gave. The second one is the limited option close. That involves you create a sense of urgency without sounding desperate. You can ask questions like, based on what you have seen, how many plots are you going for, sir? Are you going for an acres, or you're going for an hectare? Such question is, the answer is either yes or yes. It's still in your favor. So I will have just 3 plots available in this particular location, and I wouldn't want you to miss it for any reason. For the past 2 days, we have brought 2 different investors to this place, and they say that they'll be coming to make payment. They are not here yet, and if they are here, maybe probably once they paid. I'm not saying that you're missing out, but once they paid, you know that it's just 3 plots that is available. There's nothing we can do about that. So I just want to know. Now you're creating a sense of urgency without having to lie. I've done that a lot, and it works. Why the third one is trial closing. Trial closing, you ask the client politely, from what he or she has seen, does he feel the location resonates with what he has in mind. If he said yes, you now ask them, should we start the purchase process now? From there, you will know what he said. If you practice these 3 points correctly, closing deal will not be a challenge to you. Please, if you have any issue, if you have any question from this option, please let us know. Is there a message from the comment section? Ooh, okay, let me check the comment section. ThankGod. Okay, I'm trying to check the comment section. Hold on, guys. Okay, how do I handle a client who needs more time to think about it? He loved the offer, loves, he loves the offer, but the time he is taking to think about his decision is just so long. It's just so long. Oh my God, it's funny. Any other question, please, so that I can attend? You know, some person can take 10 years, be thinking about be thinking about what you don't know that they're thinking. I will think about it from a prospect, a client is a serious objection. And when people say they will think about it, number one, it could be like maybe their budget, maybe they feel like the property is expensive. Sorry, the property is expensive, or maybe somebody else maybe has shown them a property in that location that the price is more cheaper than that one you're telling them, or maybe they don't have that amount currently. Now, that I will think about it. At that point now, you need to ask an open-ended question. You're really taking some time. This is why I'm calling you. I'll think about it. That's what it simply means. Because from their facial expression, you see that they love the place. Because if a client is not comfortable with a particular location, that's why each time I go for inspection, I always look at the client's countenance. If they are not comfortable with that particular location, they can be saying one thing, but their facial expression will show exactly how they feel about it. Their facial expression will show you exactly how they feel about it. So if you look at how the client feel about it and you know that the client really love this place, that means the real objection could be the financial aspect, or maybe the documentation, or maybe he's not certain about the location. So at that point now, you just have to ask an open-ended question. Like, I know you know when you come to property investment, you really need to take your time, sir. Don't be in a hurry, but because of we have limited plot available. So I just want to know why you say you think about it. If it's something that from there, if the person is open enough, the person will now tell you the real reason why he say you think about it. From there, you can take it up from there. Thank you, ma. Any other question? Okay. A scenario where you have a client who has in, who was interested, but for a while is not picking your call or he is busy. How can I close him? All right. No, some persons they might be expecting money and they'll tell you that I will get back to you, or I will think about it, or they showed a serious interest. Now all of a sudden it's as if they are becoming cold. Like some of them can even stop taking your calls or maybe stop responding to your messages. Now at that point, if you call them or you text them, don't talk about the property at that point again, because you need to prove to them that you care about them, either they buy from you or not. So at that point, when you call them like, how are you doing today, sir? How is business? How is family, sir? How is everything? I hope you're fine, sir. I just want to know how you're doing. Okay, have a great time. If you know their office or maybe their business places where you can visit them, you can just pay them a surprise visit. Oh, you'd be like, sir, how are you today? You'd be like, oh, Amarachi, you're here. Say, yes, sir, yes, sir. It's been a while, so you thought of him, so you decide to check up on him to know how he's doing. Just stay with him, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, have a conversation, not necessarily about the property. Have another conversation at all. Don't talk about the business or the property. After a while, them will be comfortable enough to tell you, no, that property thing that we're talking about that time, the reason why I did not come back again is because of XYZ. Because I have a client that wanted to come and make payment. He told me that next week he's coming to make payment. That next week reached and he stopped taking my calls. He does not respond to my messages. So what I did, I visited him. I didn't tell him about the property. I just checked up on him genuinely. He now told me that that same week that the brother was hospitalized and they did operation and the bill was just something else. After he paid the bill, there was no money to have the property. That's why. And he has already promised me that he's going to get the property. So he does not know how to come back and tell me now that he's not interested again. So are you not seeing now that the reason why he was avoiding me was genuine? The reason why he was avoiding me was genuine, but at the same time, he cannot tell me at that point because I was not that close. But when I showed genuine care, when I care about him genuinely, he shared with me. He told me that he's expecting another money, that I should know what that he will come and buy from me. So when people ghost you at the point of closing, leave the business and go for the relationship, they will still buy from you. Next question is, how can I start a closing conversation with someone that said I should give him time and it's been a long time right now? How do I start the conversation again? Okay. If you look at the 3 points I've given you, one of the points suits this question. You can use the limited opportunity clause, which is create sense of urgency. Create sense of urgency. Tell the person that, sir, I understand that you shown interest in this particular property and I know that you really want to buy the property, but the reason why I'm coming back to you now is because we have just 5 system plot available and I don't want you to meet this particular location. So I want to know the reason why you're taking such time. If it's something that with that simple question, that if the person does not have the money or the person is not ready or the person does not want to buy, the person will let you know. Because you have to start up the conversation and you have to start it professionally. Any other question? I'm checking for the next question. Okay, no question from now. Okay, these are the only 3 questions I can see. If there's another question I can see, somebody should unmute and read it out for me. Oh no, this is not Google Meet, this is YouTube. It won't work. After the last question, the next one, the third one after that one, Let me refresh, please. The last question I can see is, how can I start a closing conversation with someone that said I should be somebody asking you something. Okay. Sorry guys, let me refresh. How do you convince a client to buy the properties at which property? How do you convince the properties at how to convince a client how to convince a client to buy property is that simple. First, if you have been serious, you perceive that this person has the money and this person has the purchasing power to purchase your property. That is the first step. You've already sized this person. You perceive this person to have the money. That is the first step. Second step is to ask yourself, what and what should I say to this person that this person will be convinced enough to buy this particular property? Now you should have a property in mind. At that point, you size this person, you are convinced in your mind that this person have the money to buy your property, to buy a particular property. Now, you should have a property in mind you want to sell to the person. You should. Sorry, let's just see a message. Okay, please, I'm coming then. If it's church now, there's a break in transmission. The choir will just stand up and start singing. People will get quiet. So the choir will just stand up and start singing for us. I'm joking, please. Just kidding. Alright. Okay. I think I'm back. Okay, I think I'm back. Let me go over the question again. I've not answered favor. I've not done with favor. Favor ask a question. Now, by the time you perceive this persons have the fund to afford your property, you size this person. Now, before you go and meet that person, think within yourself, what property, which property, what location should I market to this person? At that point, now you now offer the person a value-based presentation. At that point, know what to say to this person and know what not to say. I've always told you that people will buy value, they don't buy the land. So, achieve with that particular location. After that point, and they show you genuine interest, that's where you can use any of those any of these closing strategies that I just shared today. The next question is, if a client want to have a property in a place that is not yet developed, buy and keep to build in future, but he or she is afraid of the land grabber, how do you assure them? It's a good question. How do you assure them? So you can assure them by telling them how genuine ThankGod Properties Limited is. ThankGod Property Limited has not had any issue before. There was no land, we've not had land grabbing issue before. We've not had court case before. We've not had police issue before. Now, buying from ThankGod Properties Limited, it is safe and secure. The reason why people choose to buy from ThankGod Properties Limited is because some persons have fallen in the victim of land grabber and community crisis before. And from that, they've decided to buy from ThankGod Property. And from our inception till they did not have the first issue, and we will never have. ThankGod Property Limited, our duty is to protect your investment, because we will not, because of your investment, and go out of business. I will have a name to protect, which is ThankGod Properties Limited. So our duty is to protect your investment, and your investment is safe with ThankGod Property Limited and is secure. You cannot send him a video review of client that invested in land banking with us and what they have to say. We have a lot of video review. I can send the video review to you after this call, where you can use to further boost their confidence that whatever you're saying to them is genuine and is backed up with proof, that you're not telling them for saying sake. Because the thing is that there's land grabbing, and that makes a lot of persons to be scared, especially when it comes to learn long-term investment. So there was never or there was never a fake facade or original see there will be a land issue. Always look at the best. I also bring the person to the office where the person see for him or the person. Meeting. I hope you've learned something, sir. I hope you've learned something for being in our meeting. Okay. Then yeah, please, if you're joining us for the first time, please don't forget to share, comment, also subscribe to this channel. You can pin this channel so that each time we post a valuable content, YouTube will notify you. If you want to up your game, if you want to be a guru, the business of selling, please subscribe to this channel. You can turn on your notification button so that you'll be notified each time ThankGod Properties Limited made a post, or maybe you have a training session, so that you don't miss out on anyone. I'm not seeing any other question from now. Today is Monday morning. Do not take most of your time. We are rounding up the class now. If you have more questions, we have our various groups where our team are asked to be of help to you. If you're in any of our team, any of our group, please, you can drop your question there and they will respond. We will respond to you swiftly. Any other question? But if you're on this call and you've not in any of our WhatsApp group, please, you can indicate so that our media team are active. They will just respond to you and add you to our group immediately. Thank you guys so much for today. Please don't forget to comment what you've learned at the comment section, please. Don't forget to comment what you've learned at the comment section. You can comment as many times as you want. If you gain value from this session, comment again. I got value, I got value, I got value. You can also share with us what you've learned so far. You got value, I got value. Then share the value with us. Somebody might learn from you. Thank you guys so much. We'll come your way again next week, Monday, same time, same venue. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel. Stay glued to this channel. Stay glued to this channel. Alright. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. See you next week. Please, if there's any question I did not see, I did not attend to, it's not intentional, I will check through. Thank you guys so much. See you next week, same time. God bless you. I wish you well in your journey. Thank you.